Yes, this is Officer Barbrady from the SP Police Department, and we got a call about some parents who are refusing to relinquish the custody of their children to the foster care system of which they have been assigned. DHS has been involved and went over to the residence in order to obtain custody of these three children, but the parents were reluctant and unwilling to cooperate. So I've been called in today to hopefully come up with a peaceful resolution on bringing these kids to a safer environment where they can function properly. And this is the residence right here. I'm going to go up and knock on the front door. And I'm going to approach at the front door here, give a few knocks, assess the situation.
The hell are you doing here?
Hello, I am Officer Barbrady with the SP Police Department, and I am here because apparently there was a problem earlier today with DHS workers coming here.
Who the hell called you?
The DHS workers with the South Park Child Care Services. Apparently that your children here have been deemed to be in an unsafe environment, and they are supposed to go to a foster care system.
Did Paul call the cops again? I'm gonna go visit his ass when we're done here.
No. It was DHS. DHS said that you guys were legally obligated to relinquish your custody. The children here, they are said to be in an unsafe environment, and that's why they were called here today, just to make sure that they get the help they need.
That is a bunch of bullshit. I tell you what, my wife will tell you.
Unsafe? They get 3 square meals a day. What more do you want for these kids?
Well, it wasn't
They
under
have a
my
roof over their head?
It wasn't under my authority or anything. I'm just here. I'm just doing my job, ma'am. I'm supposed to be here to take the kids to.
Just following orders. Nuremberg laws. Didn't learn anything, did you?
I know you're oppressing the good white Christians of this nation.
I'm sorry. I can see that you are frustrated. Is there a reason why that you don't trust us to come over here and take?
There's your answer.
Okay.
We're their rightful parents. Trying to take our kids from us.
Well, this doesn't have to be a permanent situation. We're not here to keep kids from their parents. That's not our job. We just wanted to make sure that they're safe and that they go to.
You're gonna need a whole lot more after this is done.
Yes. I'm sorry. Could you elaborate further?
I plead the fifth, officer. Let me tell you something, sir.
I'm listening.
What's your name, officer?
Officer Barbrady.
I already said that. Weren't you listening?
Woman, keep your mouth shut or I will shut it for you. Let me tell you something, officer. I was just a young boy, no older than my youngest there. I was 8 when the state came for myself as a child. And I will never let it ever happen to my kids because I might not be a perfect father. But you know what? I try, goddammit. I try to give these kids a good life. And like I said, I might miss a step here and there, but I always try. So you come in here wanting to take my kids?
So
That's all I got to say about that.
So are you saying that the state came for you when you were a child and relinquished custody from your parents?
That's right.
Could you tell me how that made you feel?
You ever know what it's like to have everything ripped away from you in the matter of hours? I had a family, and I was taken away from them. And I found somebody to make a family with. And she'll tell you that it ain't always perfect in this household, but damn it, we try.
He works 80 hours a week at a minimum to put food on the table, and it still isn't good enough for you government people. Still trying to say that we're neglecting our boys here. 80 hours a week at a minimum. And so what if he gets drunk every now and then? It's not like he beats them or anything. He might slap me around, but he doesn't slap the boys around. And it's still not good enough.
I'm sorry, that sounds like things are very difficult for you. I could only imagine how it would be like to just work constantly only to make ends meet. It's
Only to be taxed to death by you people just to pay your salary.
Yeah, the government comes and takes my overtime pay and about cuts it in half with every paycheck. I got 2 boys and a wife to support here. And if I just want to have a drink at the end of the day, what's the harm in that?
well, we're not here to just take your kids away permanently. This has not been deemed a permanent situation for you to lose custody of your children here. It was up to DHS. They've made the orders to want to put your kids into a more stable and what they suspect would be a safer environment in order to just make sure that they get the help they need and that they will not lose contact with you. It'll just be temporary until perhaps this household could be deemed a more safer household to live in.
I got a roof and 4 walls. My roof don't leak. My appliances are paid up and I ain't got shit to show for it at the end of the month.
Okay, pause it.
Daddy, I want to go with the police officer.
No, boy. You're not going with them.
Get back in there. You be quiet now. Got
Yeah.
bedtime for you. You and your brother go wash up the bed.
Well, your son doesn't seem to feel unsafe coming with us to their foster home. They seem to have liked it there.
That's because you people have pumped him full of lies.
And bribed him with all that technology, all the video games, because we can't afford stuff, luxuries, paying your salary.
Well, we just want to make sure the kids get into a less stressful of an environment here.
You boys pipe down. What did I say about washing up for bed?
Hey, we have people here. You boys best act right, even if they are them horrible government people that want to take you away from us.
Even government people deserve some manners. Not much hospitality, though.
I can assure you that the children will be safe and very well protected and taken care of.
Enough to make you want a cigarette with all this stress around here. You got a lighter, honey?
I do. Don't smoke in the house around the boys, though.
You're such a little dick.
Are you worried about the children going into their foster home? Or is there some concerns that you would like to express with me today? Because if you have
People sucking all the oxygen out, can't light a damn cigarette.
Let me take a few drags off this officer so I can compose myself.
We don't want that blowing in the house with kids.
Let me tell you something, officer. When you come up here and you want to take my kids, them's fighting actions right there. I will defend my home and my property because you do not just come up to somebody's door and say, we're coming to get your kids.
I understand. I understand that you do not want to give up your children, and no person in the right mind would want to give up their children, but with the way things are going, it would be a lot easier for everybody if you would relinquish your children for now, for temporarily, before it gets worse later on, before more punishments are brought up. Because I can't come in here, I'm not going to pick up your kids and then force them into my vehicle and may traumatize them even further. I'm not going to do that, no. I just wanted to come here as for a peaceful resolution so that we can get your children out to the facility that they are. Here, can you pause it? I understand that you don't want to relinquish custody of your children. No parent in their right mind would ever want to, but it would just be a lot easier and healthier for everyone in this situation if you could relinquish temporary custody of them for now instead of later when the situation gets worse and the state has to bring in more people who have higher authority than I do to put these kids under a different custodial situation. And I just want to come over here and hopefully bring them to a temporary home where they can reassess their living situation and yours as well, and hopefully your children can come back to you as soon as possible.
You're not making this easy, officer. I love my boys, and I will fight to the death for them. And I will make sure that if you do take my boys, I'll do everything within my power to get them back. You best believe that. Me and my woman here,
We'll both be fighting for him.
That is good to hear. That is a good thing to hear. I'm glad that you guys are committed to the safety and well-being of your children. So here's how I would like for the situation to go. I would like to be able to, we would like to the children to be able to come with us safely and non-aggressively, and we can escort them to their foster care facility to where they will be taken care of and all of their needs met. And then we can hopefully reassess the living situation that you guys have here until further notice.
you're trying to take my kids away and you expect me not to be a little aggressive with you, officer.
I don't have any expectations for this. I just wanted to come here and listen and assess and see how this whole living situation is panning out for everybody involved.
Well, obviously they're housed and they're fed, they're even educated. What more do you expect?
This wasn't my order. I didn't order for any of this to happen. It's just that the state has decided that they were not in a viable living space here. I can pause it. Well, the expectation here is for everybody to regroup with the goal of reunification with your children. We want to take the kids to a proper foster care facility, and then you two can assess your situation and find out the changes that need to be made before the children become reunited with the parents, and that everybody can come to a peaceful resolution here.
I've got to talk with a woman about this. What do you think, honey?
Give them our boys. Is it really going to accomplish anything here?
The cops are already coming to our door, Lizzie. It's not good.
How long do you think it'll be before we see our boys again? They'll really let us have contact with them like he says.
If they lie to us, that'll look good for us in court.
That will. Might get a nice right settlement. Fix up this old dump a little more.
And I think that if we go along with this, if we do this, we're going to do everything right for our boys. And it'll make it a lot easier on us in the long run. I don't like the thought of it any more than you do, but I think this will make it easier on us in the long run if we let them take our kids now and we show we're willing to be cooperative and we're willing to try our damnedest for our boys.
Well, you're the head of this household, honey, so I'm going to trust you. You better be right.
All right, officer, we'll let you have our boys. We're going to get them back, though. You best believe that, officer.
We
yes,
will
I
have contact
understand.
with them.
Oh, yes, all the time, constantly. You can call them, and you will have visitation rights as the courts deem acceptable, what's the word, appropriate. And we will hopefully we will have social workers come in and check up on the residents to see that the house is a safe living environment to raise children. And I am very grateful for your guys' cooperation. I believe that you two have made a great decision today, and that we will be able to move forward from this. And nobody has to be harmed in any way.
Boys, get out here.
Hurry up now.
Hurry, get out here now. Don't talk back to your father. Just get out here. Now, boys, you're going to go with this man here. He's going to be gone for a little while. But you're going to be back soon enough. So you just go with this officer here, and he's given us his word. He will take good care of you boys. So run along now. Get your shoes on. You don't need your feet being cold.
I already have my shoes on.
It's okay there. What's your names? Eldrick and Cyrus?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're just gonna go to a nice foster care facility.
I can't hardly look.
And everything's gonna be okay.
Me and my
parents
kid
are gonna
jail.
be okay.
Me and my-
Nobody's going to jail. No one's, not you kids, not your parents. No one's going to
boys,
jail.
give us a hug. We'll miss you, boys. Hey, don't act like that. I love you, boys.
We'll see you soon now. You're gonna have a good little vacation with this nice man. You'll be back right soon.
Everything is gonna be okay.
I want my Nintendo.
Now, honey, go get on dress.
All right, we cut.
Hey,